We are now joined by Jwaneng Galaxy coach Morena Ramoreboli. Coach, hard luck. Thoughts about today's game?
Yeah, I think we played. One would say we are disappointed with the results, but I think the performance was very good. We had our moments, we could have scored, but I think maybe we were rushing in the final third. Again, if you look at the goals they scored, from the analysis we spoke about the impact of Tshepo, especially in the box, to say you'll always want to peel off, get a smaller space, you take a shot, and that's how they got a goal. My only disappointment with the first goal was that it is a goal that was scored at the critical phase of the game, which I still believe that we could have done better, especially that it was seconds before halftime. And the second goal, I think, came when we wanted to score a goal, and we looked like we could score because we were putting a lot of pressure. We were very aggressive, trying to get into the areas to score a goal. Unfortunately, they won the ball in the midfield and they quickly played forward. We could have done better. I still believe we could have tracked, but we delayed and they managed to score the second goal. Even after scoring the second goal, I still believe that we were trying our best to score a goal, but it was not meant to be. It's a game of football. Sometimes you need to take the results as bad as they are. We need to go back, plan what are we gonna do in the second leg.
It's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet. It's football.
Any questions for the coach?
The coach, talking of the preparation.
Your names and the media house you are presenting.
My name is Jwaneng from Kilapas. So talking of the preparations ahead of this game, how bad would you say missing some of the key players in preparation for this game for almost 2 weeks and then stranded with the national team? How did that affect your preparation for this game?
I think that one, maybe it's a question that maybe needs to be referred somewhere. I'm not really in a position to answer because you are preparing.
So taking out the issue of being stranded, missing your key players 2 weeks ahead of an important a tough game like this one.
Really, I won't say, because if you look at how we started, we only used 2 players who were with the national team. We only used Mangolo and Poco. I don't want to use that as an excuse. I think that will be a sign of a bad coach. I have signed 25 players, and in the 25 players that I have signed, when I was making a presentation to the management, I said all of them will help us to win matches. And I think we have proven today by playing everybody that was here, that was available for us. Honestly speaking, I think issues of traveling logistics for the national team and when they arrived here and not having them for 2 weeks, I think those are issues that need administrators to understand certain things. And I think for me, in my position as a technician, it will be very difficult for me to say we could have done this because, one thing that I know about an interview, people might interpret it differently. So you should always try your best to make sure that you pass the message across and everybody understand what you are trying to say. To be honest with you, I won't point finger at anybody for not having players on time. I think they contributed the way we wanted. Unfortunately, the results were not meant to be or were not in our favor, so we must take that.
Any more questions?
Coach, hard luck on the results today. I just wanted to find out, considering the teams you had played last season, Simba, Wydad, are you maybe a bit disappointed at the way this result came out today?
No. Look, we are playing Orlando Pirates. I think if I'm not wrong, Orlando Pirates is the first team to win the Champions League in the Southern region. And this is the oldest team in the continent. So this is the biggest team in the continent. And if you play a big team like Orlando Pirates and the substitutions has to be defenders, then you must know that there is something that you are doing, because they had to defend for us to for the better part of second half. So I think for me, I will say, as much as I'm disappointed that we did not win, but I'm very proud of the players, because I always say We are playing 11 versus 11. I've said that yesterday. This was another 11 versus 11, and in that 11 versus 11, I think we made 2 mistakes, and the 2 mistakes cost us the results today. We created so many chances that I still believe that had we been in a better position, we could have scored. But let's be honest, last season we were sitting in the same position, celebrating the 1-0 victory against Orlando Pirates. Today we are sitting here. We need to find strength from losing the 2-0 against Orlando Pirates at home, and we need to find reasons which will take us into the second leg and say, how are we going to perform in the second leg? Because I think we still have another 90 minutes to play. I think the coach, one way of saying, he said this was just the first half, and I believe it was just the first half. We are going for the second half, and the second half can go either way. So leading 2-0 in a game of football, those that understand the game, they know that leading 2-0 is not a safe lead. And I always want to say we have the ability and the capability to come back. We'll come back.
Do you have any other questions?
Thomas Corner from Grabs FM. Coach, hard luck on the defeat today, but as you rightly said, there's another 90 minutes to go in Orlando. I just wanted to know, in preparation for the second leg, how important will concentration be and stopping Orlando Pirates' transition?
You know, when you play a big team like Orlando Pirates and your only tactical threat will be the transition, I think we need to go back and try to analyze further and say, is it the only thing that they can do? Is it the diagonal balls the only thing that they can do? Is it the impact of Tsehofatso with the second ball the only thing that they can do? And I think with whatever that I have just said, it will give us a clear picture of how to plan for the second leg. And secondly, as much as we are doing that, we need also to check what is it that they can't cope when we do. And if we can get it right, then I still believe that we'll come back. We are a team that I think one needs to be clear that it's growing. And from growing, you need to learn a lot from others. And I think we are learning a lot from Orlando Pirates. We are taking a lot from them. We are taking a lot from other clubs. But like I said, today I think we could have played up until tomorrow. We were not that clinical, meaning we're not going to win. So Orlando Pirates got the 2 chances. They used them. They won. So we need to go to Orlando, plan how are we going to come back, score goals, and make sure that we go into the group stages. If it's not happening, then it's part of the game. Then we must understand that it was not meant to be. Then we must go back, prepare for the next season and see how best we can do. But I still believe that we have another 90 minutes to do our best and try to get something.
Coach, hard luck.